Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Christina. So good to have you here. Thank you guys for tuning in. As you can tell, we are back in the kitchen today because I've just been loving cooking. So today we are going to make some brown butter chocolate chip cookies. I'm so excited for. I'm not going to be talking too much in this video, like live talking. I'm going to be doing voiceover because Marley's trying to watch her movie. I'm trying to watch me a good little Netflix show or something while I make these cookies because it is a little bit tedious, time consuming. It's going to take a while. There's some steps to it. But if you're in the mood for some really good brown butter chocolate chip cookies, I definitely recommend that you follow along, make them with me, or just write down the recipe and the instructions to make later because these are bomb. You guys, you're definitely going to want to make these if you are a baker or even if you're not a baker, because I'm really not a baker, honestly. I'm barely starting, so it's fairly easy for me, so I feel like it's easy enough for you guys to follow as well. So let's do it. I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna get started. I'm probably just gonna tell you guys what we're gonna need, and then other than that, we're gonna go to voiceover. So let's do it. Okay, so this is actually going to be my third time making this recipe. I still have it written on my fridge over there, so I know exactly what I need. I actually went out and got myself a bowl today from Walmart, so now I have a mixing bowl. I don't have to use just a storage container. What you will need first and foremost is the butter. You're gonna need 2 eggs. You'll need 1 whole egg and then just the yolk from the other egg. We're gonna need some baking soda. Gonna need some vanilla, some salt, brown sugar, and also white sugar. Last and most important thing that you will need is some chocolate. I'm gonna be using both milk and dark chocolate because to me that's like has the most yummy flavor combination. So I have some leftover. This is literally the same thing, I just have leftover from last time I made them. Of course, obviously you'll need like a big mixing bowl and some measuring cups, unless you just want to eyeball everything. So let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a pan to use to start browning our butter. I would recommend that you use a silver pan if you have one. I don't have one. Using black, it's gonna be hard for us to see when the butter is brown, but we can make it work. So you're going to start with a 3/4 cup of butter. So this is going to be 1 stick of butter plus another half a stick of butter. I made the mistake the first time I made these of just I used 3/4 of a stick of butter instead of 3/4 of a cup. So you're just going to mix the butter until it is all melted. And then after it's melted, I just kind of let it sit and do its thing. It's going to kind of simmer and bubble up a lot. And then you'll see that it's gonna like gradually turn this nice caramel color. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, in this video I browned the butter too much. I almost like burnt it. So don't be like me, don't brown your butter too much. If you need to watch videos on like how to brown butter, that's what I did. I thought that I was doing it wrong because I don't know if y'all seen when I mix it just now. In the TikTok video that I watched, hers never looked clumpy like that, but just trust the process, go with it, and you can already see like the butter starting to brown and turn that nice caramel color. This is where I am going to stop because it looked dark enough to me, and actually like watching this video it kind of looks too dark. And right here is where you're gonna see like I kind of burn it. See that stuff in the end? It shouldn't be that dark. At least I don't think it should be that dark. So when you do this, just don't burn it, okay? It ended up being fine, like using the butter like this. If anything, I feel like it just gave it a really strong toffee taste. I added 1 cup of brown sugar and then 1/4 cup of white sugar. You're gonna mix this until combined. In the TikTok video that I watched of the girl making these, she didn't really specify like whether all of the sugar needs to be dissolved completely or anything like that. I personally think that the cookie texture comes out better in the end if you mix it more and kind of dissolve the sugar as much as you can. I'm going to add 1 egg and then 1 egg yolk, and then I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Again, you're going to mix this until it's nice and incorporated. Next, we are going to spoon and level some flour. So all that means is you're going to literally take a spoon and spoon the flour into your measuring cup and then just level off any of the excess flour at the top. So we need 1 3/4 cups of flour. I'm pretty sure that you can use the flour of your choice, but that would change the consistency of the cookie. So I'm just using all-purpose flour, but I do want to get around to maybe trying a recipe that's a little bit more healthy, even though honestly, like, I'm not eating a freaking chocolate chunk cookie to be healthy. A brown butter chocolate chunk cookie. So there's 1 cup. And then I don't have a 3/4 measuring cup. I don't even know that that exists. So I'm using my 1/4 measuring cup 3 times to get 3/4. And I was about to start mixing it before I realized that I didn't add in the salt or the baking soda. So we're going to do 1 teaspoon salt. And then we're going to do 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Only, again, I didn't have that measurement, nor did I know where my 1/4 was. So I did 6 1/8. I had to do a lot of math this day, y'all. But it's a good thing that fractions are my thing. Okay, so now we are just going to incorporate the flour until it's nice and combined. Okay, so once everything is nice and combined, you can set that aside and start chopping your chocolate, or you can use chocolate chips. I just really like a nice chocolate-filled chocolate chunk cookie. So I'm going to use chunks. You can use chips again, whatever you prefer. I'm using half milk chocolate and half dark chocolate because it tastes so good to me. And the brand that I'm using, I don't know the exact brand, but I get this chocolate from Aldi. It's pretty cheap. This huge bar is like $1 something. And it's so good. It tastes like gourmet chocolate. Then you're gonna mix this until it's just combined. You really don't have to try hard to like work the chunks in there too much, because once we start forming this dough into, oh, that stupid little fruit fly. Look, I'm about to whack him in a second, because these fruit flies are just so bold. Oh my goodness, they be all up in your face. I don't know about y'all's fruit flies, but the ones that I be having here in my house, my little friends, my little occupants that look smacked up. Anyways, back to the cookies. So like I was saying, you don't have to try hard to incorporate the chunks into the dough, because right here, when we're forming them into balls, you can really like push the chocolate inside the dough, and yeah, it works out just fine. So I am using this little measuring scoop. I believe it's I think it's a 1/4 measuring scoop, but in the TikTok she says to measure the balls into 2-inch rounds, so that looked like pretty close to me. So all I was doing is scooping them and then rolling them in my hands for a second. Now I'm putting them back into this bowl, and I'm going to put them back into the recipe calls for you to put them back into the fridge, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I definitely think they need to go into the freezer for 30 minutes, not the fridge. And also, I would suggest, if you are going to put them into the freezer and not the fridge, that you don't leave them in balls like this, that you squish them down a little bit. She also doesn't mention in her TikTok, but I'm pretty sure she squishes her cookies down before she bakes them. In her video, she puts them in like as balls like this, but the cookies just stay too fat. They don't spread enough. You guys, this is my like 3rd time making these cookies, and like they always don't come out like hers. So my suggestion to you is you definitely need to flatten them down, that way they bake down some more, because as you can see, they just, to me, they just look too fat. I don't know why. But anyways, these are the cookies, you guys. You're going to bake them at 350 for 8 to 12 minutes, depending on how gooey you like your cookies. I like to underbake mine a little bit, that way they're nice and gooey. And as you can see, oh, so delicious, y'all. You want to make sure that you do sprinkle them with sea salt at the end, and oh, chef's kiss. Don't get in my face like that.
Feel good? Yeah, the eye roll back, so I know it had to be chipping.
Want to try it? I didn't put too much chocolate this time.
Yeah, that's soft too. I like those better.
Alright guys, so that is going to conclude the video. I really hope that you guys try out this recipe for yourselves. These cookies are bomb. They're to die for. Here they are, packaged in this container. Try out this recipe. Let me know if you like it down in the comments. Let me know if you guys like these cooking videos and if you want to see more. I really enjoy making them. I've been in the kitchen a lot lately, so it's been really easy for me to make this type of content. So if you want to see more, also drop that down in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please help me get to 1 million one day. Please help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I have about 500 right now. I think we hit 501. So shout out to all of my subscribers. Thank y'all so much for subscribing and being along for the ride. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.